All right, today it's going to get a little wild. We got Wild T from Wild T in the Spirit, and he is going to be talking today about the new live album, which is out. Well, thank you, Tony, for
Thanks
coming
for,
to the show.
thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, tell me first of all, why a live album now?
It's a few factors actually. I'm a live performer. I guess lots of people do it, but it's really been my forte for a long time. Feeding off the people and making it up as you go along. And that really comes across with live, as opposed to being stiff and playing it the way it's supposed to be. It's different. So that's the one thing. The other thing is we've been going to Europe for the last 10 years and selling lots of product and merchandise and stuff. And we haven't been there for the last 4 years now. But people, the last 2 years we were there, all my fans that would buy all the CDs decided, we tried to sell them the CD last time, and they go, "We have this already!" And they're yelling at me, "We bought 4 of these last time, do a new one, do a live one." And they really love live stuff in Europe. Most of the people that go there, they're into that thing, just creating a live album, because the fans like it. And I remember asking a few people why they like it so much, and they just rather it than be in the studio stiff type, very safe and reduced takes and stuff, and they get a feeling out of that. So that's why we did the live CD, and boy, it was amazing.
So, how many of the songs in the new album are originals versus covers?
Well, we did 11 songs in the new album, and the live one. So there's like 9 that original. I wrote, there's about 3 new ones that I wrote. And the other stuff is from the older catalog, like Midnight Blues and Freedom Train and stuff like that. And the 2 covers are James Brown, Papa Got a Brand New Bag. It's funky. It's funky stuff. Gotta get funky, man.
Yeah.
And it features the bass player. He does this big slapping solo and stuff. So we did that for him. And a song that, it's a cover of a cover of a cover. It's Jimi Hendrix's version of All in the Watchtower.
Yep.
Right? And why I say it's a cover of a cover, because Jimmy covered it from Bob Dylan. Then Bob Dylan liked it so much he covered it from Jimmy. Right? And then now we covered it, so it's a triple cover. So
This
that's
is the triple cover.
Triple cover, man. Yeah.
Excellent.
So that's the one that we are, the other cover that we're doing.
So tell me a little bit about the songwriting process. Has that changed for you over the years from, the first album you've done? Like, you've done 6 albums, so
Yeah. It hasn't
but
really.
this will be 7th, I guess.
Yeah, this is the 7th. It hasn't changed, but it's you grow. I mean, I'm always aware of stuff and trying to like improve and stuff like that, right? So I remember the first album we did with Warner. It was called Love Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had these songs that I was always writing, and they were like this and that. And this producer, Arnold Lani, who was with Frozen Ghosts, remember that group?
Yes.
From the 80s. He produced it. And he took some of my songs and did a 360 on them. And I've never had anybody do that. I wrote the stuff and it was there. And I never had like a second ear or third somebody else to go, "Oh, try this, man." So he did that. And while he was doing it, there was stuff that I didn't approve. Lots of it I approved, because suddenly it's like my songs came to life. But while, apart from doing that, I was learning how to take songs and really mix them up and come out with a whole different thing. So this is a thing that I've really learned. I mean, I have stuff that I've written that I always thought, I would never let anybody hear this. It's just a personal thing. And then learning from Arnold how to do it, I can shuffle them now, and it's almost commercial, or it's really presentable.
Yes.
So the songwriting process hasn't really changed. I just morphed with it, and it's amazing, man. I mean, you can come up with anything for anything.
And is songwriting for you something that you say, okay, today I'm going to sit down and I'm going to allocate some time to writing a song, or is it more of a, you kind of wait for it to hit you?
Yeah, it's a feeling that comes. I'm always open to suggestions from life, from the universe. You might be walking down the street, a beautiful woman goes, "Hi." Which has happened. I remember being in New York and thinking New York is so stiff and stuff. And then I went to LA, and people are walking, "How are you doing?" I went, that can inspire something song worthy. You just feel this way, and I mean, now your creativity is all open to suggestions from the universe. That's how it works for me, and with that kind of feeling, anything that comes in to the process, you can really make it into song or something. That's how it works. That's one way. There's other ways. I remember, like, we've always been like I've found out that from the first two albums, Royalty was like a blues rock kind of band, right? And meanwhile, I have lots of different influences, but blues rock was the mainstream that we kind of tackled. And then just about 6 months ago, I started thinking, let me write some more blues songs, because I kind of went other ways and I was getting into other things. So let me write blues songs for this new album. So I went on Galaxy, or what is it, on Galaxy TV,
Radio, yeah.
Right? And there's a blues station, there's reggae, there's old jazz, there's whatever. And I just put that on, anything I was doing at home. There was always blues in there, and then suddenly
just to get the influence.
Yeah, just to get that feel. Let's live with it. I mean, this is the process. It takes many different avenues, and then suddenly I just turned it off and was like, okay, and I came up with these two songs just within a matter of like minutes. It's going to change. It's a thing, and it's two of our favorite songs to play right now. It's really neat.
Really, which two songs are those?
One's called No No No. No, 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 you don't love me no more, kind of thing like that, blues. And the other one is Hooked. Hooked is
Hooked, okay. And what's that song about?
Hooked is, somebody was asking me at a radio station, what Hooked? And I go, man, everybody's hooked on something, man. I was being all hippie. Yeah, man, everybody's hooked on something. I think this song, I was hooked on love, man. So it's Hooked in Love. It's pretty well it's a song that I wrote many years ago, and this girl I was with, we ended up splitting up, and then she called me about 2 weeks later, and I wrote this song, and I played it for her on the phone, and she started crying, and I went, this song's got something, man. So this is another one that's taken a turn. You know, I just went back in my catalog just about after hearing all these blues songs and stuff, and I thought, let me just take this song and do something with it. I have lots of material like that, just laying there. This is the good thing, in the years, I'm not writing as prolific as much as I used to now. Mm-hmm. But back about 20 years ago, 15, 20, all I did was write. I was just, everything was flowing, and I just had a little home studio and just lived for that stuff. Every once in a while, my friends would call me from a club, hey T, say hi to Julie. And, hi Tony, can you come out and have a beer with me, babes?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I put on the phone and just whatever I do to get myself out of it. One of the main things was just go, let me take a little smoke or something. I ain't going anywhere. That's music. So anything you can do I remember way back my managers used to go, don't get on TV or radio and tell them that you smoke stuff. I go, Paul McCartney does it, Bob Marley's freaking talking about, look, it's my life, man. You know, and I don't do it anymore. But there was a time I used it a lot just to, as I say, keep me grounded, man, because lots of my friends, they had been up in bars drinking and having fun with babes, and I just went, no, the urge and the appetite to write, and create was just in me. I didn't want to let it go. So some hash or something was the best thing to just, I'm not going crazy, as I say, just a little thing, and I go, maybe I'd meet Julie when I go to perform.
Yeah. Well, the one thing you got to be careful of, women have to know when they date a blues artist, is when you break up, you're going to have a song
about you. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. You're so right about that, as a matter of fact.
It's blues coming to bite you in your butt, baby. Watch this right here. We got to do some blues for you, okay? Look out here. when you wanna see that mean mama, I'm gonna stick it down. Okay, we're gonna get some nice and groovy for your hair right here. Right here, baby. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Are you ready, boys? Let's go, let's go. Just what we're trying to tell you people right here, we're gonna do it one more time with some soul. Here we go. Oh, so good. Let's do it one more time, guys. The singer, man. Oh, let's go again, like my favorite blues.
So, you brought two guitars with you today. Why don't you pick one up and tell us a little bit about each of them?
Well, when we go to, in the past we went to Europe, I was the guy going with guitars, and traveling with guitars can get a little hectic. You know, they can get out of tune, out of warp. You know, they just throw them around in the luggage, and the intonation might be off. Intonation is, sometimes you say that word and people go, oh, what's that word? It's intonation is, you play that string, and then you play the 12th fret, and it's got to be the same. Intonation out, if you ding, and you play this and it goes, the guitar is out of whack, and then there's ways to fix it down here, you can adjust, but sometimes it gets unadjustable. Mm-hmm. And then when you go to Europe and they throw it around, the next day you have a show, it's really hard to sit down and do a thing. So I went to Europe and got my guitar, and it was just a mess. The neck was kind of like this. So I went to this music store in Germany, and I bought an American Strat. American Strat in Germany.
American Strat in Germany.
In Germany.
You had to go all the way there.
Yes, but the good thing about it, there is definitely a thing called German efficiency. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I call it German the fish in the sea. Sometimes it goes the other way, but normally, so the guitar is like perfect. Sometimes you go to a music store, like even in Toronto and stuff, and it's not in sync. The Germans, when they get a guitar, they fix it. You go, is it in tune? Is intonation? Yeah. They're mad at me for asking them that, because
how dare you?
How dare you? Hey, it says yes, of course, man. So this is it's like a battle axe.
It's tuned like a Porsche.
Yeah, I know. This guitar just takes a whacking. I just mess.
And this is the guitar that you primarily play on stage?
This is pretty well the one. I've gotten used to it. It's just a really nice, easy, comfy to play. Yeah, I have really got used to the neck and stuff. But yes, I just love it, man.
And you've been playing this guitar for how long?
I think about 8 years now.
8 years.
But it's 7 or 8 years. I got it from Germany, and actually what I did with this guitar, I bought it and left it in Germany. So every time we went to tour in Europe, I would have a guitar that's untouched. It hasn't been through the luggage crisis, right? So this guitar stayed in Germany. I also have an amp there that I just, when we go, I have equipment. So, and then we weren't going to Europe for about 4 years. So I just thought, let me bring my guitar home. Come on home to daddy. So I got it shipped to me, and I've been just hanging with it now. And now we're going back to Europe. I have a little trick now that I play with customs. I just don't give it to them. I just put it in a gig bag, and it looks like, yeah, it's just nice and fragile. It's with me. It's part of my luggage, and I get to put it up in the the bins, overhead bins.
Yeah.
And it's safe, because in the past, as soon as you get it like in one of those anvil things or a big case, they just go, so you can't take that on board. And they take it, and that's when it gets all chopped around. I think this guitar could take it, though, because I've chopped it up in the ceiling and leave it hanging like this and feeding back. I've done stupid things with it. And
we've gotten a little crazy.
With a name like Wild T,
it comes with an expectation.
I can't just stand up there like Johnny Mathis. I can't be the Johnny Mathis type. Yeah. I have to give the people something. Take up a mic stand and go, woo! Y'all didn't know I can play the fiddle, eh? Hey, come on, man.
I've seen you play it with your teeth.
Yes.
I've seen you play it all sorts of different ways.
Yes, I am. I'm still trying to invent ways. Body parts is my new. I'm looking for different body parts.
Different body parts, okay.
I can do the bum thing, Here's the thing I do. I go can do one of these. And look like I'm twerking. So that's one and done. So I'm still looking for, if you got any suggestions, or the fans out there, any suggestions, let me know.
We'll keep it PG.
Yeah. So that's this guitar, the story with this. Now the other one is a Brian May guitar, signature series. That's a signature. But
That's a
Brian May,
very unique Brian May
it's a
guitar.
beautiful guitar. It's pretty. It's pretty. Brian May, if you don't know, he plays with Queen. And when he was a kid, they were poor, but his dad Brian wanted a guitar and they had no money. So his dad went into the kitchen, picked a piece of the toaster, went into the garage and got stuff together and made Brian a freaking guitar. And he still has the guitar today. Authentic, just the electronics have changed because back when it was there. So, and then he decided to like reproduce them. His one is called the Red Special. It's all red. I think it's got a black pickguard, I think, is it? Yeah, but I think I know it's a red. And so we went and did a Queen convention. Goes all over the world once a year. 3 years ago, they came to Toronto. And Wild Toney Springer got to open for them. We were part of the show. There was a Queen tribute band. There was other people doing Queen material. And we were the band that got the call to play material that Queen played before they made it big, and material that they still played in their show up to the time of.
They play live, but never made it onto a record.
Yeah, right. So this guy who was like a representative for Queen, for Brian May's guitars, he was at the show selling guitars, and he saw me play and went, "I love your playing, man. Do you want to endorse the Brian May guitars?" So he gave me one to play. And my honest feeling was like, I played it and I went, it feels like freaking butter in the sun. And he goes, that's the logo, that's what we're going to do. And he's all excited. That's what we're going to use. Wild T says it's like, Brian May guitars like butter in the sun and blah, blah, blah. And I went, yeah.
Quick, copyright that.
So a couple of months later, he sent me the catalog and there was all these obscure colors and I wanted something one shade, everything. Like there was a red one with a black picker, there was a white one with a blue picker, there's a blue one with a green and all kinds of different stuff. And I just went, man, why don't you get me? And there was an all black, there's a one just all black. So I went, I don't want an all black, how about an all white? And he's going, we don't have that. And I go, yes, you do. Check the catalog. Take out the pick out of the white one and blah, blah, blah. So they got me this white one. And it's just a pretty guitar. And the neck is very wide. I think I feel comfy with it because I got long fingers. And with long fingers, you need to, it's just you need a wide neck. So. Yes, it's really neat. And I remember watching it, the first time I saw the catalog, these knobs scared me. Because normally you see the guitar, it's got like volume and tone, or three of these. This one, it just looked like 15 things. I'm going, what the hell? And then I got it, and it's so simple. It's so simple to operate. You got 3 pickups, and you got 3 sets of 3 rows of switches, and this one turns it on, turns this one on, this one turns this one on, this one turns this one on. And on the back here, this puts it out, this one out of phase, put this one on, and it's a simple setup. And to be honest with you, I just use one.
You have it set one way.
I have it set one way and just let the fingers and pedals you're doing do the talking. So it's pretty cool. Nice, really wide neck too. Really cool.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
It's pretty. This one, I've never, and I don't think I'd ever stick this one up in the ceiling. What do you think? Should I go? Nah, it's not a good idea, huh?
But sometimes things get a little crazy.
Sometimes things get out of hand. Yep. So now this one, I really I take care of this baby.
So thank you very much for coming on the show. Make sure you pick up the live album. It's available on iTunes, or go to Wild Tea and the Spirits website. which you'll see on the bottom of your screen, and you can pick it up there. And if you haven't seen Toney live, it's definitely worth doing because it's a real show.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you
Thanks
coming
for
on
having
to
me,
the
Michael.
show.
Really appreciate it, man. Good luck in the future. Right?
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Cool.
Bye.
Gypsy told me I was a magic boy that told us to the coming of the second son. So don't you worry, don't you cry. Everything gonna be alright. Talking about everything.